Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Man's Final Steps, a continuing series to those who would be part of the 144,000 and multitude, mentioned in Revelations chapter 7 and 14. My name is Symmanayah, and today is December 10th, 2013. As I mentioned, this is a continuing series, Man's Final Step. If you're tuning in for the first time, you'll come to know that Yasharal, of whom I reference, commonly known as Israel, are those, at least true Yasharal, true Israel, are those who seek to worship and obey the Almighty Father Yahuwah and accept Yahushua as Mashiach, as Messiah. This consists of every nation, kindred, and tongue who seek to worship and obey the Almighty Father and accept Yahushua as Mashiach. With that said, in this segment, I want to address the words obey, adapt, and adjust. Let me present to you a series of questions. Do you know what life would be like within a rulership? Have you given thought to taking commands? Could you take orders or give orders from or to a stranger? Is it possible that someone younger than you can lead you? Are you able to look past the physical and discern what is right? Are you prepared to be reproved, disciplined, and or face judgment when necessary? Have you considered how to respond in case of urgency? Have you ever transitioned beyond your city, state, or country? Are you prepared or have you given thought to being around strangers? Have you given consideration about the types of food you can and will not eat? Are you willing to live among people of different backgrounds but have the same goals to worship and obey the Almighty Father Yahuwah? These and many other questions will represent part of the refining process for the 144,000 as well as the multitude. These questions will be answered. You may have perceived answers to these questions, but I assure you the answer that will prove most righteous will differ for many regarding these questions I just posed, especially during chaotic times. My brothers and sisters, obey, adapt, and adjust. These words will forge a whole new meaning in the coming days and months. Scriptures will be fulfilled. There will be some whose response will be quicker than others, and those who will fall to the rear of the ranks. Either way, the plan of the Almighty Father Yahuwah will come to be. Allow me to share Exodus 19:5, and it reads as follows: And now if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the peoples, for the earth is mine. Exodus 23:22 says, But if you diligently obey his voice, and he shall do all that I speak, then I shall be an enemy to your enemies, and a distresser to those who distress you. 1 Samuel 12, verses 14 and 15. If you fear Yahuwah, and shall serve him, and obey his voice, and not rebel against the command of Yahuwah, then both you and the sovereign who reigns over you shall follow Yahuwah, your Elohim. But if you do not obey the voice of Yahuwah, and shall rebel against the command of Yahuwah, then the hand of Yahuwah shall be against you as it was against your fathers. Romans 12:4. For as we have many members in one body, but all members do not have the same function. Revelation 7:4. And I heard the number of those that were sealed, 144,000 sealed out of the tribes of the children of Yasharal. Revelation 7:9. And after this I looked and saw a great crowd, which no one was able to count, out of all nations and tribes and peoples and tongues, standing before the throne, before the Lamb, dressed in white robes and palm branches in their hands. Dropping down to 14, still in the 7th chapter. And I said to him, Master, you know, and he said to me, These are those coming out of the great distress or tribulation, having washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. We will face end-time prophecy fulfillment in such a way it will shake the very means of which we conduct ourselves currently. Humbling events will refine us. In many cases, our physical and mental conditions will become challenged. They will become tested. They will become weak in order for the Spirit of Yahushua to become strong within us and bring us to obedience. Prepare, my brothers and sisters, for as the Almighty Father set-apart Spirit, sent in Yahushua's name, begins shaping the 144,000 in multitude for Scripture fulfillment, we will experience more and intense refinement and perfecting. It will be a struggle for many, yes, but we will become victorious in yielding to His Spirit. Remember, the flesh will continue to war against the Spirit. This includes us individually and collectively, but we will come to learn how to be precise as it relates to obey, adapt, and adjust. Obeying strangers, leaders chosen by our Mashiach, our Messiah, it will be a challenge, but it will come to be for those who have been selected to participate in this great end-time prophecy fulfillment. Remember, there is not a verse in Scriptures that states or indicates that the Almighty Father will make an unsuccessful attempt to gather 144,000 in multitude. There is no Scripture that says He's going to make an unsuccessful. There's no Scripture that says He might bring a multitude out of the great tribulation. No, not at all. He will make it happen. It will come to be with much success, and we will witness a refined group fully structured to serve righteously. We will continue to have our flesh warned against the Spirit. However, it is a part of our physical makeup, and we will be victorious through the Spirit of Yahushua as He guides us through the wickedness and wicked influence and distractions that will seek to impede us from accomplishing our task. The power and strength of the Spirit of Yahushua will guide us through. Whether it be directly or through one of His chosen, we will come to know. Movement is coming. In some instances, forced movement or forced transition, it's coming. Prepare for it, for it will come to be sooner than you think. Obey, adapt, and adjust will require us to be attentive. Sharpen our listening skills, know when to be quiet, be ready to move into place or come away from a thing, change our eating habits, restructure our social habits, and much more. When there is abrupt change, emotions will flare up. People will struggle and kick against what's right. It will be wise, my brothers and sisters. It will be wise to establish a ready mind versus kicking against the living instructions of the Spirit of Yahushua. Some of us may not come to know our participation in the 144,000 in multitude by way of just words or people informing us, but will not actually know until it becomes obvious and clear via specific actions. This could be possible, my brothers and sisters, for we have come to realize that action speaks louder than words. Yes, my brothers and sisters, this may even be necessary to keep us humble and obedient. Remember, as I stated, action speaks louder than words. We have come accustomed to saying much and witnessing our actions speaking something different. This will not be. It will change. Regarding obey, adapt, and adjust, our actions will be put to the test. We will be refined, and it will result in a phenomenal group of people who will be known as the children of the Almighty Yahuwah. Pray and watch. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, continue to pursue what is right. Stay tuned. More will come as we witness the shaping of the 144,000 and multitude that will come out of the great tribulation, as it is written in Scriptures. Stay tuned, my brothers and sisters, and continue to pray and seek to discern and understand. Learn how to obey. Be prepared to adapt and adjust as the Spirit of Yahushua guides. Until next time, my brothers, my sisters, my family, stay tuned as the series continues. Shalom, shalom, shalom.